Hi, Paul here from Trekitt, and first and foremost I'd like to say how wonderful it is to be back out in the great outdoors doing these videos again. And today I'm here with Harry and I'm here with Tess, that's Harry's dog, and we're here with Nellie, that's my dog. Well, actually technically it's my daughter's dog, but it's mine really. And we're out here today in this rather glorious spot to talk to you about this lovely Rab Cirrus Flex 2 hoodie. We're going to tell you what it is, we're going to tell you what it's made of, we're going to tell you a little bit about the environmental story behind the whole thing, and just generally be enthusiastic about it because it is, quite frankly, rather lovely. So yeah, stay tuned and we'll give you all of the details. So as well as this rather fabulous hooded version of the Cirrus Flex 2, we do stock the jacket, and here it is. Ta-da! The lovely jacket. So basically it's got the same filling, it's got the same fabrics, but it just hasn't got a hood. So making it a little bit more kind of suitable for around town, everyday use, and it also works really well for layering. So you just haven't got that extra bit of bulk around the top here. So if you've got a hard shell hood and an insulated hood, it can get a bit bulky. So yeah, it just gives you another option. And another option within the Cirrus Flex range is the Cirrus Flex vest, and here that is. Ta-da! So this is the vest, obviously, and well, obviously it is the vest. It's because of what it is. The big difference here is lack of sleeves, no hood. So again, using all of those recycled fabrics, recycled filling, recycled materials, just no hood and no arms. It's a massively versatile piece of kit. Big fan of vests, they just add insulation without bulk. Great if you're doing something more active, or if you just want something cozy to throw on over a woolly pulley if you're going down the pub, when we're allowed to go to the pub, that is. But you know what I mean, just something nice and light and easy to put on. Okay, so before I start prattling on about all the techie stuff, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and if you hit the little bell icon, you'll get notifications as soon as we post any new videos. So what is the Rab Cirrus Flex 2 hoodie? Well, if it's all right with you, Harry, I think I'll just call it the Cirrus Flex for the purposes of this video because it's quite a long name. But why is it called 2? Well, the Cirrus Flex has been in Rab's range for quite a while, and for this season it's had quite a significant upgrade in terms of its environmental credentials. As part of Rab's commitment to become a climate neutral company, when in fact they have been now given that designation, they are indeed a climate neutral company. And as part of their endeavours to be more environmentally friendly, they are using far more recycled content in their garments. They're pushing to get the whole range recycled. So it's fantastic. Great news for the planet, great news for users as well, because the products get better innovations and technologies. So this version 2 of the Cirrus Flex uses a recycled face fabric and a recycled filling, hence the change. It's also had some minor tweaks in terms of fit, but it is still a super versatile, lightly insulated, highly breathable, highly weather resistant layering piece that you can use for just about any outdoor activity. It's kind of one of those pieces that you should just always have with you in your kit, or you should be wearing, just because it performs across a wide temperature range. It's so comfortable to wear and the performance is excellent. So yeah, it's just super versatile. Get one or something like it. Okay, what's it made of? Well, it's made of, it's got a filling, it's got some insulation, and it's also got some outer fabric. So let's start with the stuff that's keeping us warm on the inside. Rab have used 110 grams of Primaloft Silver Lux recycled insulation, and it's a blown insulation, so it mimics natural down in as much as it's little clusters rather than one big kind of sheet of insulation, and that's blown into the baffles of the jacket here to provide down-like comfort, down-like insulation, and down-like kind of compressibility and usability, but without the drawbacks of the problems with the wet. So unlike down, the Primaloft insulation in here will still perform if it gets wet, and you can wring it out and it'll dry a lot more quickly. So a really effective insulation, and probably kind of one of the best types of insulation for our UK weather conditions, because it's generally wet and clammy and horrible and miserable, and so down does tend to suffer in those kind of conditions, whereas these blown synthetics work really, really well. So what RAB have also done rather cleverly is they've used two types of the Primaloft insulation. So we've got this Primaloft Silver Lux throughout the main trunk, down the arms and through the back, which is that blown, lightweight, super fluffy, great lofting insulation. And then in the areas that are prone to excess moisture and compression, so that's around the cuffs here and around the side of the hood, we'll do some close-ups of that. That uses a sheet insulation which just resists compression a little better and just resists moisture ingress a little better as well. So those areas of the jacket, you know, the water runs down here, doesn't soak into the cuff quite so much. They just help to enhance the overall performance of the jacket by mixing that insulation up a little bit. And then the final kind of piece of the construction, if you like, is these thermic stretch fleece panels down the sides. They run all the way from the cuff all the way down the side of the trunk here. And primarily they're there for enhanced breathability. This is areas that gets really, really hot, but because it's a stretch fabric, it also helps to enhance the comfort and overall usability of the jacket, because it just provides a little bit of stretch if you're reaching up, and just a little bit of extra comfort around the jacket, because it's got that little bit of stretch and give into it, and it feels fantastic. It just improves the overall kind of comfort of the jacket. Just feels fantastic to wear. And we were actually filming over there a minute ago, and it was really windy, and we've had to come into the shelter a little bit. And I really noticed the air moving through these panels. So if you're working hard, it's a really good way to dump that excess heat out of the jacket while still maintaining kind of overall protection for your core body. So a really clever mix of those fabrics to provide superb performance. Right, so let's talk about the actual fabrics itself. So in this case, the lovely red fabric on the outside. This is a recycled, again, recycled content. So it's a recycled Pertex Quantum 20D, which is a nylon microfiber woven very, very tightly, so that provides great wind and weather resistance. It's also highly breathable, so it's kind of the perfect fabric for this jacket. It's lightweight, it's only 20 denier. But you want that because you want the jacket to be soft, pliable, to be able to squash down nice and small. But because it's a nylon, it's a good durable fabric. So it has, you know, it's got good tear strength and good durability. And then on the inside, RAB have used their own, again, a recycled, it's their own 20D Atmos fabric. And that again helps to enhance the breathability, because it's a tightly woven fabric, much like the outside, but it's a little more loosely woven on the inside. You don't need the wind resistance on the inside, you just want that breathability. And it's really soft and silky and smooth, and it glides over layers really nicely. So when you're moving around, it doesn't feel restrictive. It just slides and glides over layers as part of your layering system. It's worth mentioning at this point, we're talking about the fabrics, that the outer fabric has been treated with a DWR, that's a durable water repellent. That's done at the manufacturing process, and that just helps to repel light rain and snow, stop the jacket soaking up quite so much moisture. It doesn't make the jacket waterproof. This is in no way a waterproof jacket. It's highly water resistant. That DWR helps to repel the rain, stop it soaking in, so your jacket doesn't get heavy. And then when it wears off, when the rain stops beading off on it, you can replenish that. I'd recommend something like Nikwax TX Direct spray on. So give the jacket a wash and then spray it on afterwards to replenish that DWR. Okay, so what are the features? Well, as you'd expect from a lightweight, sort of compressible, packable jacket. Hello, Danny. The feature set is pretty minimal. You get what you need, and that's pretty much it. So let's start up at the top. You get an insulated hood. It's an under helmet hood. It won't go over helmet, but if you're climbing or scrambling and you need to pop a helmet on and it's cold and chilly, pop the hood up, put the helmet over the top. The hood is finished off with just a simple lycra binding around the outside. Very easy to put up and down, and it's a nice It's a nice snug fit, even over a beanie, something like that. If you just stop for lunch and you're chilling off, just pop that up, give you a little bit of extra insulation. Another really nice feature is this soft Trekitt fabric around the collar here. So if you've got it done up, and it stops the zip rubbing on your chin and just provides a little bit of comfort for an area that gets a lot of moisture from your breath. And then moving on to the main zip, it's a ever reliable YKK molded zip, just a nice simple lightweight zip with a glove friendly puller on there, nice and simple and easy. You've got some articulation in the sleeves, which again is enhanced by that thermic stretch panel down the inside here. And the sleeves are finished off with just a little kind of half lycra elastication, and then you've got this sheet insulation over the back of your hand there. So cuffs feel great actually. I've got notoriously skinny wrists, and these are sealing out the drafts nicely. They don't feel tight on me, but there is room in here if you wanted to get it over a cuff of a glove or something like that. Yeah, really nice cuffs. Well done, Rab, nice cuffs. Moving on to storage, quite simple. 2 zipped hand warmer pockets on the front here. You know, big enough to get hat, gloves, Mars bar, other chocolate bars are available. You know, just get bits and pieces in, or just to stick your hands in to keep them warm. The insulation goes over the top of your hand there. And the left hand pocket, the zip is double-sided, as in it has a little pull on the inside as well, which indicates that you can stuff the jacket into the pocket by turning it inside out, and that creates a little stuff bag for the whole jacket, packs down to kind of that size, but we'll do some close-ups on that. And then another feature which I really like, and I wish that all manufacturers did, is the way they sew the pocket into the jacket. They leave the top open and they just put a neat little binding on, and it creates a really handy dump pocket on the inside of the jacket, both sides. So you can just chuck your mobile phone in there, chuck a water bottle if it's really freezing, stop your water bottle from freezing. Just a really nice feature, and I just wish all brands would do that, because it's just an easy thing to do. The pocket bag is there, all you've got to do is not sew the top bit up. Simple.
Do it! Just do it!
And then working your way down to the bottom of the jacket, you've got a single-sided, very neatly tucked away little hem draw cord. Just pull that up, tuck away the excess underneath. And that just, what I like about this as well is the draw cord kind of goes from here round the back. So around there. Doesn't pull the front in, which makes it much more comfortable to wear. If you pull the front part of a jacket in, it just feels horrible. It feels restrictive. It kind of just feels like it's trying to cut you in half. But this just feels like it's sealing up really nicely around your bum, keeps your kidney area, lower back nice and warm without feeling too tight and restrictive. And big tip, if you're out there using and you're getting cold, do up the draw cord at the bottom. It just keeps all that warmth that you're generating, keeps it trapped inside, stops it getting moved away by the wind and the cold drafts. So how does the Rab Cirrus Flex 2 hoodie fit? Well, it fits me really well, thank you very much for asking. As you probably know from my videos, I'm 6'3", I've got a 42-inch chest, 34-inch waist, and I weigh about 13.5 stone, and I'm sure Harry will put the relevant metric conversions up on the screen for those who work in modern numbers. And the fit is brilliant. It's based around quite a slim fit, so it's quite slim around my hips and around my midriff here, so it's not too big and baggy, keep that warmth in, but there's plenty of room up around the shoulders, plenty of room for movement, doing my yoga, my particular movements, if I'm scrambling, climbing, etc. It's just really comfortable. It feels fantastic to wear. I've only got a couple of light layers underneath here. It's not a particularly cold day, to be honest. It's probably about 12-13 degrees. I've got an Arc'teryx Phase long sleeve base layer on. I've got an Mountain Equipment switch jacket on, and then I've got my Rab Cirrus Flex. It's just occurred to me I've got a multi-brand clothing system on today, Harry. How impressive is that? But anyway, so yeah, the fit is great, just thin layers underneath. If you needed extra warmth, You probably could squeeze another couple of layers, but given that this is designed for kind of more active use or to throw on over things when you stop, that you wouldn't necessarily need to go up a size on this. There is still a bit of room in here, and given the fact that this is stretchy at the side, you could squeeze some layers underneath. But pretty much what I've got on is what I would wear underneath this type of coat anyway. So yeah, the fit, great, really comfortable. And this is, did I mention, Harry, sorry, this is a size large. Did I say that? He shrugged. I just said it then. This is a size large. Sorry if I didn't say that right at the start. I'm prattling on a little bit. It's been a while since I've done one of these and my brain's not really in gear. But anyway, size large, fits me brilliantly. Thanks very much. Okay, where does the RAB Cirrus Flex 2 fit in the layering system? Well, this is the beauty of this type of garment, because it just works across the whole range pretty much. You can use it as a lightweight, breathable, insulating layer underneath a hard shell in really extreme conditions. You can use it as an outer layer in its own right, just over some light layers like I've got now. Perfect for a day like this, in fact, where there's a cool breeze, cold breeze, and you're kind of just walking up in the hills, and you just need that little bit of protection and warmth. So just over a base layer or over a lightweight fleece as an outer, it'll keep most of the weather off you. So you're not constantly diving for your hard shell all the time. So yeah, it works as an outer and also works as that kind of emergency insulating layer, something that you keep in your pack and you throw on over everything when you stop. So you stop for lunch, or you stop to do some first aid, or you've stopped for your camp at night if you're wild camping and you just need that extra bit of warmth. It comes up out of your pack, throw it over the top of everything, keep you warm. So it's just incredibly versatile, and that's, I said at the beginning of the video, it's just one of those bits of kit that everybody should have. These kind of lightweight, synthetically insulated garments have pretty much taken over from your thick, chunky fleece that I used to wear back in the day, and they're just so much more versatile because of that weather protection, because of that lightweightness, and because of that compressibility. So yeah, works right the way through the whole layering system. So that's it, that's the lovely new RAB Cirrus Flex 2 hoodie. It's a brilliant, brilliant lightweight synthetic insulated jacket that is just perfect for any outdoor activity. It's warm, it's lightweight, it's breathable, it's weather resistant, it's comfortable, it's well made. And now it's got a fantastic environmental story with those recycled insulation and with the recycled fabrics. RAB are doing a brilliant job in maintaining their climate neutral status. It's also worth pointing out here that we stock the jacket, which is basically the same as this hoodie but without a hood, hence the name jacket. And we also stock the vest, which funnily enough is the same as the hoodie but without a hood or sleeves. So giving you some really good options there around layering and how you insulate. It's up to you whether you want a hood. Personally, I find a jacket a nicer option if you're going to use it more for layering, but the hood is always useful for extra insulation. And vests are massively underrated just because, I don't know they are, but they're just really useful pieces of kit. They add insulation without bulk. So Harry will put the requisite links up on the screen, and yeah, go and fill your boots and go and have a look.